All right, everybody, how's it going? It is time now for our next pay-per-view. It is Hawkeye Pro Wrestling Revolution, the second annual Revolution. I finally decided to keep a name this time after the Damnation thing. But here we go. A lot of matches set up already for this. We'll start from this one, of course. Dash Chisako getting her hands on Miyu Yamashita. Of course, she was unmasked several weeks ago as part of the Heyman Hit Squad. She'll still have the Heyman Hit Squad potentially by her side. Of course, Dash will also have Kairi, but she will finally get her hands in a match on Miyu Yamashita in her first singles match. Well, her first pay-per-view singles match. I'm very interested to see just how well Miyu fares by herself against someone with the caliber of Dash Chisako. And then it is a ladder match for the possession of the gauntlet. The Justice Legion versus the Evil League of Evil. These two teams have been at odds for quite a while. They have not seen combat against one another inside of a wrestling ring, but with the appearance of the gauntlet and the victims that have been claimed by it, the Justice Legion are looking to safeguard this gauntlet, and it will be hanging high above the ring for one of these teams to grab. And in a battle of who is a worse human being, it is Alex Reynolds versus Naruki Doi. Two guys who you feel would be able to get along with one another, but instead it's one person considering themselves above the other, both of them considering above each other, and they're going to take out the frustrations they have on one another in this match. Like I said, neither one of these guys are very good guys, but we're going to see if one of them happens to be worse than the other. Alex Reynolds versus Naruki Doi. And then we have, for the number one contendership to the women's title, it is Kana versus Leva Bates. These two both challenged at Damnation last month against Io Shirai. Neither one of them coming up on the victorious end. With a whole lot of shenanigans going on that led to this point. Leva Corp interfering to screw over Kana, and now we're going to have an official number one contender to challenge Io Shirai at Final Fight. It will either be Kana or Leva Bates. And we have two championship matches here. The first of the championship matches, lawyers got involved with the assault of Sami Sabay and Father Kingston. They have worked everything out. The contracts have been signed, and the settlement will be this match. The Time Splitters defending the Hawkeye Pro Tag Team Championship against Sami Sabay and Father Kingston. Of course, it has a very unique wild card aspect into it. With the fact that the Time Splitters have not been in a ring for a little while. They had their match against Receipt of Ice for the tag titles. Since then, they've not seen action in the ring. They've been busy throwing soccer balls and shooting people with paintball guns. So I would have to believe that the Time Splitters Championship Series will be postponed for this week. I mean, it did happen on Wednesday, but probably will not happen at Revolution, as they'll have to focus up and defend the titles against Sami Sabay and Father Kingston. And in the main event, Shane Hollister defending against Akira Tozawa. Tozawa won a huge three-way dance last month at Damnation against Brock Lesnar and Alex Reynolds. With a little bit of help from Naruki Doi, as Tozawa and Naruki Doi have gone way back with their history and have teamed up once again, this time focusing on the heavyweight champion, Shane Hollister. And so this is for the heavyweight title. Shane already defended it once against Davey Richards. This is his first pay-per-view title defense. against Akira Tozawa. We'll see if Shane can overcome the odds once again. And we'll see if Naruki Doi, and that is, of course, if Naruki Doi plays any sort of part, or if he'll be too focused on Alex Reynolds. And there we go. Set up for the event. I probably should have done this first. Had this ready. Puerto Rico. Oh, no. Are we at that point where they're auto-booking Puerto Rico now? I already actually have a venue set up, so that's not too bad. RF video now because we're getting our pay-per-view money, damn it. TV is all right, but we're getting that pay-per-view money. By the way, if Doi face or heel, I wouldn't even say he's tween. I'd say he's probably full heel. I'd say especially after last week's angle at the tail end of Adrenaline, I think that more establishes Tozawa and Doi as full heels. And maybe Alex Reynolds more tweener? We'll see. Did I get my backstage rating so high? I imagine notable factors here, as well as a lot of positive influences. I mean, a shitload of positive influences. That I think was part of the like people when I was signing them. I wanted people who could help bring that up. Yeah, so we have very few negative influences. And then that, and I've been changing the rules to allow for some more perks and stuff in the backstage. Let's see. Oh, good. Nothing big. Passing on tips to microphone work, which is good for Portia Perez. No motivational speech. I'll save that for next month. Oh yeah, the new logo that's a little bit more simplistic. I guess I could probably find it and try to pop it up. But just as a showcase, because this was last year's logo. So this was last year's Revolution logo. I wanted to make it a little bit more simplistic. So I ended up basically flattening it out to just, two solid colors. So I'm a little bit more proud of that just because I managed to kind of make it a little less busy. That's been a key thing for a lot of the logos that I've been trying to remake over the last year is making them less busy. What I make it on Photoshop. Find some stuff that I can kind of throw together in Photoshop. Okay, so is it Mid-South that I'm looking at? Let me see here. Nope. It's probably Southeast then. Louisiana, perfect. Cajun Dome in Lafayette, Louisiana, home of the UL Lafayette Ragin' Cajuns. We have 14,000 people expected for this. It's got a 12,121 capacity, so we have sold out the Cajun Dome. I guess they actually just remodeled it like a couple years ago, and it's like beautiful. From what I remember seeing. I think you could probably find it on YouTube. Hang on. There we go. Let's see. All right, ad from the booking. Oh yeah, we didn't even mention the fact that Tetsuya Naito was set to appear as well. There was the talk with Jericho and Omega last week that pretty much confirmed that Tetsuya Naito was set to appear at Revolution. What should be the first match? Let's do... Man, okay, so I don't know if I want to, like... If I do it like a New Japan show, where it like starts off kind of slow and then works its way up, that's probably what I want to do. So I think the first one I'd probably want to do is the ladder match. Because I think Dash versus Miyu is going to get a better rating. So, and plus, it's easy enough to start off with the ladder match set up and then tearing shit down. So, that might be the better option. Who's the weakest in-ring person? I'm thinking it's either Jess or Dastardly. Okay, 77 psych is nice. 82 psych. Oh my god, can they call this in the ring? Can they call this in the ring? Can we just call a full ladder match in the ring? Oh, boys, I think this will be interesting to see. By the way, I feel weird about having Chono try to road agent a ladder match. So I might... we'll do Finley. We'll do Finley. Actually, you know what? Christian Cage. Oh, Jesus. The blue dot. Because I think his road agent abilities are not bad. 71 psych, 100 respect. His psychology's not the greatest, but I'm gonna make an exception here, and I'm gonna have Christian do this. I feel like that's the idea of someone who's very well versed in ladder matches road agenting a ladder match. I don't think that's actually gonna play into the rating of the match, but I want to do it. Who's going to grab it? Lufisto's going to grab it. The Justice Legion going to take control of the gauntlet. Because they could use a win right about now. The problem with Photoshop is you don't limit pay per month. Yeah, I get that. You know, I wish I could help you out with you know, how you could deal with that, but I don't really remember where I bought Photoshop from. Yeah. Victor open, decisive finish. Should someone... Can we make one of these people take a stunt bump? I think that'd be funny. Maybe not funny. Mary Dobson will take a stunt bump. Can we get Dastardly to take... All right. That could be the finish of the match then. The finish of the match is both of them going up for the ladders and doing the Matt Hardy, Bubba Ray fall. Also the Undertaker one. I bet you I could probably find that. That's probably Undertaker ladder fall. That's probably the best way to showcase it. I don't know if there's a good GIF for it, but this is what I'm shooting for, is that one night stand when an Edge pushes him off the ladder and he goes plowing through tables. That's what I consider a stunt bump, because if Undertaker can take that, I'm assuming that would be the way the way it would work. So that's a good stunt bump right there. Both of them on the ladder, ready to get it. Here they come, push over the ladder, through the tables, done. Solid. Nani, safe search off. It's mostly because there's been some ridiculous shit that like turns the safe, like the safe search is like really, it's really goofy in like Google and DuckDuckGo. To be fair, it's even worse in DuckDuckGo, because if you're not careful, you will get porn. Google Images at least like kind of gets rid of that shit, but like DuckDuckGo, if you search for someone, like it's like, I want to find a porn star and turn safe search off, Google will at least be like, yeah, here's some kind of not safe for work stuff. And then like DuckDuckGo is just like titties, 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 titties. Dash versus Miyu should probably be next. I think Conoliva Bates is going to do better. So let's do Dash Miyu. How long could they probably go? God, that psychology on Dash. Shit, how long should that? You know what? Let's give him 20 minutes. Let's give him 20 minutes to make this work. It's a damn shame I got to choose between these two. Dash is going to take it though. She's far bigger up on the, she's far higher up on the totem pole. And I feel like at this point, Heyman Hit Squad's been doing pretty good, but we need to give a little bit to Dash and Kyrie. They've done a lot of like beat away from the stuff, but yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, slow build. Can't really call it in the ring because Miyu's psychology is not up there yet. Probably in like a year we'll be fine. But not right this second. Unless I put her in some constant matches, I can move that down to just a couple months. Do I ever just let the game pick the winner and just set the matches open? Not really. I don't know if that... Mostly because I have a book. Like, I have a book of what I want. I probably will do it for a match coming up, actually. I might actually do that because I don't know how to book it right this second. Well, okay, I have an idea. I just need to... Yeah. So, dash, open, decisive, slow build. Perfect. What would that leave us to next? Should we do the tag titles now, or should we wait? Maybe we'll do Doy Reynolds. Yeah, let's do Doy Reynolds. That'll actually probably do really well, but I'll just set it here in the middle. 81. Okay, so they can call this one in the ring. And we can give them probably a little bit of time. Let's give him 21. And Doy getting the win over Reynolds. That'll really establish him. I was going to say, what is his popularity at? I mean, he's already kind of up there. But this will definitely help really establish him immediately as a potential top star. Is B-Hill a good place to buy? I don't know. It's been so long since I actually bought it that I don't even remember where. I don't think the website that I bought it from. Like, I don't think I bought it from Adobe. It was from like maybe a third party thing. I can't remember. GIMP does well. I've never used GIMP and I don't like GIMP, but I think that's just because I've used Photoshop for so long. Open match, call it in the ring. In fact, we'll make this the storytelling match. Why not? Decisive win. No, wait, no. Not decisive win. Jesus. Tainted win. Thanks. Oh, my God. Jesus. I'm trying to think about how I want this. You know what? Just cheating. Just cheating. Just some good old fashioned. Just some good old fashioned roll up the tights. Maybe he hits him with a chair when the ref isn't looking. That's probably the better option, honestly. Just something good. It doesn't need a run-in. Just something kind of fucky. Is it going to be more matches? There could be something thrown in. I might have an idea of something to throw in that's been penciled in that isn't on the list. Do I want both title matches to main, or do I want Kanaliva Bates in the middle? Actually, you know what? Let's do this one. Let's do tag belts. Oh, you know what? I think personally that I could probably have them get away with going balls to the wall. These are 4 guys who can probably go balls to the wall for a little bit. I mean, as far as booking a match is concerned, I mean, it's a whole. I'm not trying to I don't want to be rude, but I mean, I take suggestions and take them under consideration. That's what I do. Like, if you suggest something where it's like, it'd be kind of cool if we did this. But, like, straight up, like, I want to book a match. I don't really do that. I do suggestions, and then I take them under consideration. Sometimes, good portion of the time, I'm like, yeah, that sounds no. But, you know, sometimes I'm like, yeah, okay. Shelly, I think, is slightly less than Kushida. Oh, yeah, that's right. Shelly is, like, kind of not... He's, like, pretty high up there, and then Kushida's, like, top level. I don't understand. I don't understand how Kushida got so up there. So Alex Shelley getting the win for the Time Splitters. Open match. We're going to go all out in a decisive win. I think these guys are generally. Sammy and Kingston are not an established team. So if we do like 16 minutes of balls to the wall action, I think that'll do well. Yep, that's all I want. It's like, okay, Time Splitters, Sami Sabay, Father Kingston. Go out there for 16 minutes. Just completely burn the place to the ground. And have Time Splitters win. That's all I want. I feel like I missed something of a match I was going to do. No? Oh, God. Okay, so I had two potential. Okay, now I remember why. It seemed like I didn't have as many matches. Because I have two impromptu matches I'm doing. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so we'll do Kana Leva Bates now. And Psych Stam. Okay, great, fantastic. I know I should like keep this in a notebook, but I just like looking at their stats all the time. Just have a good idea of what's going on here. 21 minutes. I feel like if we do well, Foley can probably take care of this one. And yeah, Kana getting the victory here. Open match. They can call it in the ring. We should slow build it. I feel like that's a possible thing. Do I want fuckiness? You know what? I'm a little between what I want to do right now, because I could have Leva Corp interfere. But if I'm going to have Kana still win, that makes them look like total nerds. So maybe I'll do something beforehand that they get taken out of. Maybe it's showcasing that. I've done that enough times now. Might as well. Yeah, I think that could work. So, yeah, decisive win. We'll make her tap out. Kana lock, done. Exploiting handicapped angels? What? I have not heard about that. I don't know. Whenever I hear someone going after Omega, it's like, what did he do this time? Or allegedly do? Oh, okay. It was in game. I'm like, was there any? Yeah, read the chat. Yeah, now I see it. I don't know. Shit goes haywire in real life. There's a certain. This is why I don't ever talk politics, because it's one of those things where it's like, you know what? I don't. When you say that he's making remarks about like handicapped angels, exploiting handicapped angels, let's be honest. The way things are in his current year. Handicapped angels could be a thing that people get pissy about. Who knows? Actual handicapped angels. I'm not talking one-winged angels har har. Like, actually, I'm tired. It is almost 7 a.m. and I'd like to be done. Open match. Slow build? You know what? Fuck it. There's enough. Yeah, we'll do some slow build. Why not? Actually, yeah, they got the psychology for it too. Why not? Decisive win. I think. I'll have Doi taken care of, so that's not an option. What was it? 86 and 84 stamina. I wonder if they can go for a little while. Let's bump this up to 26 and see what we can make happen. Oh, right. That's probably something I should do. So we got 134 minutes of wrestling right now. That is not bad. Let's see here. Oh, Jack, you're still here. or you're just waking up. All right, so I need impromptu match number 1, which is going to be Pete Dunne and Katsuyori Shibata. Friendship time with people in Japan. Oh, okay. Jesus, what are we going to do with this one? Psych and Stam is good. They can call this one. How long do I want to give them? Let's give them 14. I don't want it to go too long, but yeah. Dunn should get the win. Dunn should get the win. It's going to be an open match. It's going to be called in the ring. They're going to go all out. And it's going to be tainted. It's going to be tainted after a distraction on Shibata by, of course, the man who's been calling him out for so long, Prince Devitt. There we go. I think that'll work. Oh no, what's the analysis? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just not gonna pay attention to that right now until where should this go? Oh damn, this is I don't know where to put this. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do 13. I'm gonna sprint this one. I'm gonna sprint this one as well, along with the Time Splitters one. So you know what? I think I'll put it down here. Yeah, that'll be the one. So that one, and then impromptu match number 2 is, of course, Prince Devitt and Samoa Joe. MMA hybrid rules. Oh, you know what? I've got a fun idea for a completely impromptu match to make him completely shit his pants. Steel cage. You know what? Let's do steel cage modern. So, but only pin or submit, really. So I guess it's more actually, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yep, we'll just do it like that. Steel cage modern. So Prince Devitt comes in expecting just a regular MMA hybrid rules match against Joe. And then the next thing he knows, there's a cage being lowered. MMA hybrid rules. Inside cage. Hybrid rules, actually, yeah. Hybrid rules, yeah, we'll just do it. Inside cage. There you go. You know, like the fact that you bunch non-title matches together and the title matches together. Yeah, good point. Well, that's going to change because this is not going to take very long. This is not going to take long. 10 minutes. Hybrid rules. Devitt's going to die. 78's not bad. 78, 79. I think they can call this one in the ring too. Who is the best person? Well, you know what? I've got an idea. I bet you he could. This is a guy who could probably road agent a match if I wanted him to. Let's give it to Helmsley the Creator. Let's get creative with this. Joe. No. Oh, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I could do Devitt's gonna die, but I'm trying to think. I've got it. Okay. This is the ultimate shit heel tactic. Prince Devitt gets the win. Joe is definitely looking strong. It is not open. In fact, I want to see this. All right. I was almost going to put domination, but I'm going to do keep strong. We're going to call this... Nope, not scripted. Call this one in the ring. Let's see here. Let's see. All Out. Well, you know what? We have enough All Out matches. I'm just going to do that. It's going to be a tainted win. No. Yes. A tainted win. He wins, but the interference is on Joe from Bob Sapp. Now, my idea is that Joe beats the shit out of Devitt for a good 9 minutes while Sapp is just going crazy, trying to find his way in. Eventually, Mark Henry's his way into the cage. Joe is ready to take him on. And we just get a Bob Sapp Samoa Joe brawl where Sapp gets the better of him. Maybe he's carrying something. I'm trying to think. The idea that maybe he has like a fucking like a club or something, beats down Joe, takes Devitt's limp body and just drops him on Joe. There you go. And that'll be the before that. See? The title matches are not really, I mean they're kind of spread out. You know what? You know what I could do instead? I can move that down like that. There we go. Now we're really spreading them out. That's the you know what I could even do? This will be the... Should I try to cool down the crowd? Or should I do Conaliva Bates first? I'm trying to think if I want to do this before Conaliva Bates, and I could use this. You know what? This would not calm the crowd. The idea of Prince Devitt getting his shit kicked in a cage is not going to calm a crowd. So I know I missed the Kazanina Ray. I remember seeing Note Kazanina Ray, and then I completely missed it. There's another one coming around. We'll be fine. And he did it in my chat. Yes. Thankfully, there is another Casanina Ray later in the song. I'll hit it that one. Okay, so I'll get rid of this. So yeah, Tetsuya Naito's definitely coming in. I don't know where I'm gonna sit that right this second, but we'll just do that real quick. Tetsuya Naito, Kenny Omega. Do I want the Bucks as a part of it? Yeah, we'll throw them in there. He'll be flanked by them. Okay, here we go. There we go. just in case you missed the first one, there's the second one. Okay, how do I want this to go down? Damn. Naito's a little fucked right now with that stress fracture. I don't want to do anything to you know what? Let's have Chris Jericho out there and Sonata and Hiromu. So let's have all of LIJ, Los Ingobernables, LIJs in Japan. This is LIH, I guess. But yeah, so that way Naito doesn't have to get physical. The others can get physical. And that's what's going to happen. All right. Naito appearance leads to Elite. Whoops. Elite versus Los. Confrontation and brawl. And then when it actually pops up, I can discuss it more. Just the idea that Omega just starts taunting Naito. Naito taunts Omega. Things are getting tense between the Elite side and the guys over in Los. And, Naito looks like he's leaving, and then Los just kind of attacks the Elite. Or Elite attacks Los. So Naito doesn't have to get physically involved. He's just outside of the ring, and there's just a brawl going on. But yeah, I think like a good 8 minutes of... I think 8 minutes is... Yeah, I think that'd work. Maybe 9. Let's do 9. So I'd say success here because it really kind of hammers home the idea of a match. And then these all just get minor successes for their brawling, and it kind of helps them a little bit. So it allows him to not be physical and then set up for a match at Final Fight. Where should that sit in this? Let's sit it right there. Just right smack dab in the middle. So we'll sit it there. All right. The rest of the stuff we can now build around. Evil League of Evil versus Justice Legion. Okay. Let me think how I'm going to do this, because we've been teasing the blue dot. Oh, okay. Bear with me here. Need to do a gimmick change. Is he already in here as that? No, he's not. Okay. People are just going to be not happy about this, I feel. Maybe. We'll see. Is he not there we go. Hey. We need the ultimate superhero. Yes. All right. Save these as an alter ego. No one else is going to do this. Okay. Perfect. Let's go. Now we get to find out what the blue dot had in his hands to do. What did he have? Why, he had a superhero outfit. For he himself was a superhero. Helmsley the Creator coming out with oh my god, I can't even remember all the people. Dastardly and Mary Dobson. And so yeah, entertainment and those two will just be there. So yeah, minor success. Let's see, there we go. Helmsley with Evil League of Evil. Has the gauntlet. Gives to ref. And I guess talks it up. Yeah, talks up the responsibility? No. The dangers of the gauntlet. There we go. Tells him to suck it. My God. He just starts dry humping the gauntlet. I was trying to think of like how he would what he would say about it. That'd be something that if I had more time to think about, sure, it'd work. So yeah, I think we'll have oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. So we'll have Helmsley out, Dastardly, Mary Dobson, Doc Gallows, Lufisto, Kangaroo Jess, Carl Anderson, and Captain Charisma Evil League of Evil are upset and look to take back Gauntlet. Anyway, Cap Charisma debut for the save. There you go. The crew's all here. So, selling. Everyone's selling. Everyone's brawling. Should I use his overness? That might work. I think a selling's probably better. That and also he's getting in there physically, so yeah, why not? Neutral. Let's see. Injury risks on everybody, except maybe Captain Charisma, because he's coming in for the save, so he doesn't really have a beatdown going. So this is all neutral, but this is a major success. This is a major win for the Justice Legion, as not only do they have possession of the gauntlet, but we have the blue dot finally reveal himself as the great superhero Captain Charisma. All right, Pete Dunne, Katsuyori Shibata. Pete Dunne, Katsuyori Shibata. It's not going to be too hard. Dunn storms out. Calls out Shibata. Shibata looks angry and walks down for a fight. There you go. So I'm imagining Pete Dunne coming down with his opportunity trophy, grabbing a mic and just calling out Shibata immediately. And then you finally get Shibata. He comes out with no music. He just has this look on his face like, the fuck are you doing? I want to see if I can find a good picture of Katsuyori Shibata and the look. Oh, you know what? I think the best one, if I find the Undertaker. Yes, I already know the look. The look. It's sort of like this look. He's giving sort of this look as he's coming out. Maybe not like that. Let's do Royal Rumble 2002. The look that he gives Maven when he gets eliminated. If I can find that picture. It's not really that picture. It's kind of like that. That picture. The look that Undertaker gives Maven at the Royal Rumble 2002. That's the look that Shibata gives Pete Dunne as he's walking out. That's the look. That's what I'm imagining. So Pete Dunne calls him out, and he is none too happy. He's like, the fuck did you really want to sign your death warrant? That's more who are you? I mean, but that's the look of pissed off, did you just do that type look. That the look that I feel like that portrayed was the look of a pissed off, who the fuck do you think you are look. That's what I always thought it was. Like the who the fuck is this guy think he is doing what he just did. So let me see here. Let me see what I had here. I had Pete Dunne with the victory. Yeah, there's definitely going to be the Devitt distraction. Sign Maven. Yeah, and that's when Maven knew he fucked up. And then Shibata gives that same look to Devitt when he realized that Devitt has come out to fuck his day up. Actually, this is how it's. Man, is it gonna make Pete Dunne look like a schmuck? Is it gonna make Pete Dunne look like a fucking schmuck? But I'm gonna do it. All right. Dunn celebrates win. Devitt laughs. And Shibata is pissed. And shoot headbutts Dunn unconscious. Okay, we'll just put headbutt. Because if it's a Shibata headbutt, the shoot part I think is implied. Unconscious. Perfect. I don't think that's how you spell unconscious. I think it's the best I'll do right now. I think you get it. And I'll leave it as that. Like, okay, Devitt distracts Shibata. Dunn gets a roll-up or some sort of cheating victory on Shibata. Dunn gets the win. Devitt is still on the stage mocking Shibata for his loss. So when Shibata just rears back and shoot headbutts Dunn and he just goes down in a heap, Devitt is on the stage and he has this shit my pants look again. Basically, Devitt's doing a lot of pants shitting in this show. So, yeah, I feel like this puts him over. And we'll put a medium risk. No, not a medium risk on that. Let's do a low injury risk for that shoot headbutt and a medium risk on Dunn. And I'd say that's at least a minor defeat. at least a minor defeat for getting shat on like that. He wasn't expecting it. And it puts Shibata over like $1 million. And we'll just go straight into Dash versus Miyu. I don't think we're going to do anything weird with that. But we should have Dash. Let's do Kairi. Let's do Miyu. Let's do Codename Maki. Let's do Codename Ray. Let's get the Heyman Hit Squad out here. Let's make this happen. There we go. Heyman Hit Squad. Attack. Post-match. Kairi the save. Chases off. Let me see. We're getting Undertaker beat down on Maven with Shibata and Devitt. Or with Joe and Devitt. Yeah, Kairi was saved, chases off. They call out for a future match. So basically they'll come out, they'll do their thing, and they'll be like, hey, do you guys want to see us kick their ass in an actual match? Because I feel like that's what we should be doing. So I guess a minor success here. Maybe a minor success on all of them. It'd be a bigger success on the Heyman Hit Squad if they didn't get chased out. It'd be a bigger success on Dash and Kairi if they didn't have the beatdown kind of happen with them. Do I remember the Royal Rumble 2008 commercial? Not really. I don't really remember a lot of those. Time Splitter, Sami Zayn, Father Kingston. Okay. Should I have them like? Should I have Tommaso Ciampa come up for this to shake do a handshake? We should do that actually. I'm gonna borrow him for a night and bring him up, and I'm gonna do just a quick angle with Tommaso Ciampa and Violent J, attorney at law. Should I not rate them on any? Someone's got to be rated on something. Let's do actually. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it here. Let's just do Sean on commentary as Joey Styles introduces them. So that way he can carry the load here. with that. Fought in a train. I don't really remember. Sorry, my brain is like shot. I'm just trying to use all the brain power I have left for this. Oh yeah, okay. I remember the train. I don't remember the commercial. I remember the poster. I don't remember the commercial itself. The poster, yeah, I remember that in my head. I don't remember the actual motion of it. But okay. Styles introduces Ciampa and Violent J, who will oversee this match at ringside. There you go. So we'll bring this full circle. There we go. And put that right there. You know what? Yeah, I'll have a little bit. I already know what I want to do here. Let's see. Alex Shelley, Kushida, and Violent J with Sammy, Father Kingston, and Tommaso Ciampa. Is this a good idea to have Ciampa to be doing that? Sure, why not? They'll sell their match, and then he'll be entertainment. All right. So, Time Splitters celebrate as Sammy, Kingston, cell match, and Violent J. This is unbecoming of lawyers. Points and laughs at Ciampa. Now get back to developmental. Oh, dumb. This is part of the stupidity that I come up with when I'm tired. It is unbecoming of a lawyer to be doing that. Devin versus Joe Steel Cage Rumble, and Dunn is still knocked out cold. This is doing wonders for Ciampa. Hey, he's showing up. He's showing up. He's getting some stuff in. Let's take a look at his popularity. Oh, look at that. He's becoming not much of anything. Oh, yeah, look at that. 35, 30, 35. Yeah, he's looking like a bit of a joke, but he's on TV, getting some angles done. He's doing some good. He's going to go in there. He's going to be like a main event star. Violent J, this is doing wonders for Violent J. I think he's gone up from nobody to slightly less than nobody. I mean, Violent J is not going to be around that much, and Tommaso Ciampa's going to developmental, so we're fine. Okay, so we got the Naito appearance. So then we can do Naruki Doi, Alex Reynolds. Let me see here. Hey, Okada. I don't think I want to do anything with Doi versus Reynolds first, but I feel like I should do a little bit of something after to keep Doi from interfering. Because Doi's gonna do some cheating. So we're just gonna start sending people to the hospital. Is that how this is gonna happen? Naruki Doi, Alex Reynolds. All right. Brother Ray. All right, so this is how this is gonna work. Doi celebrates, turns around, eats Claymore kick, Clay Mulper, eats Claymore kick from Alex, Ray out, to drag Doi to his office to basically babysit him so that he doesn't interfere in the Tozawa match. That'd be an interesting commercial. 4 minutes. I guess this really isn't a minor success. This is more of a defeat. Doi gets his big win on pay-per-view, his first big win on pay-per-view against a former 3-time champion. How many times has he won the belt? 3 times? Former 3-time champion, albeit by cheating. And then eats a boot. And then gets drug away by him and the boss so that they could babysit him so that he doesn't interfere in the main event. The sight of that would be interesting to see, though. Gotta say, I think I would enjoy the sight of that. All right. Who should involve themselves with Leva Corp? Let's do Athena. Okay, who is Leva? I'm going to do it like this. Athena. Let's do Athena. We'll see what matches she's had recently. She had the Kaylee Ray Shimmer and Shine thing. Kana, Justice Legion, Reina's. I mean, there's some people. There are some people. Actually, I've got a better idea. I've got a really fun idea. So, Leva Bates. So we're doing that. Okay. So Leva Bates, Athena, and Courtney Rush, and they're going to be met by Alex Reynolds and Brother Ray. Leva Corp talk strategy. Alex and Ray dragging Doi walk by. Also grab Athena and Rush to drag to office. Oh, so close. So, like, I like the idea that they're, like, talking strategy, like, okay, yeah, we're going to do this, and then, maybe we can interfere by, interfere with this and that, and then, like, Alex Reynolds and Brother Ray, just with one hand apiece, are dragging Doi backstage, and they just see both of them, and they just, like, kind of look at one another, and then just drag Athena and Courtney Rush. Athena and Courtney Rush back with them. Like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, what are you doing? Athena press minority. It's a good, it's it's a good point. I thought it was funny. Entertainment all the way. Maybe this is neutral for them, but I feel like this puts Reynolds and Ray over kind of big, as they're just like, hey, wait a second, what are you doing? Like, no, you guys too. Just with one finger, like, yeah, you guys too. Come on. I'm done with this. Kana versus Leva Bates. Kana getting the win. Just wanted to make sure it was as decisive as it was supposed to be. And you know what that means. Kana Io Shirai. Final fight. Women's title. Guess what? Overness, bitches. We are going to build this thing on the overness of these two big stars. Going at it once again. We need Kana Io 2. And for people to lose their shit. I'd say major success. Io Shirai out post-match to hold up title in I gotta just sound it out in my head. I'm so fucking anticipation for Kana versus Io 2. You know what? We need Roman numerals. That's how they did it. When they did like Rock versus Hogan 2, it was Roman numerals. You, Io the big star, and Kana as big as Kofi. I'd say 3 minutes. Doesn't have to be too long. There you go. Devitt Joe. All right, what's going to lead to this one? Damn. Maybe Prince Devitt. Let's see, Bob Sapp and Samoa Joe. Okay. Joe also calls out Devitt for faux MMA. Devitt responds. Devitt, let's see. Devitt in ring, but a cage lowers. There you go. Why not? So he comes out. So I'd say like what? He comes out. Devitt wasn't planning really on a match. And like the next thing you know, there's a referee in the ring, and he's just like, "What?" And referee shoos Bob Sapp out of the ring. A cage lowers, and Devitt is trapped in there with Joe. I think that'll work. Hey, Michael, how's it going? There's so many Michaels in my chat. I think it's only like 2. In fact, I think the other one might be gone now. Unless this is I don't know. Let me see. Should I do any post thing with Devitt? And yeah, you know what? Yeah. Okay. So Prince Devitt and Bob Sapp. Devitt's out. Bob Sapp. Maybe we'll use his entertainment prowess. This feels like a fun. All right. Bob Sapp raises Devitt's arm. Devitt is still pretty much out from match. There you go. So just a little bitty fun thing. Maybe it's yeah. So I'm trying to think here. Yeah. So I guess a minor success and a decently bigger success on Bob Sapp. I can say this puts Bob Sapp over more than anything. The idea that he raises Devitt's hand, but Devitt is still like basically a corpse. And then Bob Sapp just fucking here, actually. Sapp carries Devitt out. Here, Sapp carries Prince out. Him. There. Not like Fale Devitt, but like firefighter style. Just slings him over his shoulder like a caveman. That's how you do it. Just slings just a lifeless Devitt over his shoulder like a caveman and just walks to the back with him. We have 4 minutes to make this happen. I almost feel like taking a couple minutes off of this. What if I did like 24 and then I could spend 6 minutes doing something like a promo. It could just be minor. We'll just do like 2 minutes on that. Yeah. So Hollister promo. Backstage. Talks about what he's dealt with and plans to overcome against Akira. Basically, like, acknowledging I've had to deal with some pretty shitty shit the last few weeks, if not months. And This is why I'm the champion, because I deal with that shit, and I'm gonna continue to deal with it. First thing you saw was Doi, Alex Ray, Athena Rush, and Leva Angles. Quality entertainment. Oh, it's a madhouse right now. What's gonna happen? Okay, so the end. Shane Hollister, Alex Reynolds. Shane celebrates. Alex congrats him. Then claymores him. Then stands tall with the belt and his intentions. Perfect. Yeah, so the idea is basically Alex coming out and Shane being like, hey, man, you know, we've dealt with some stuff, but yeah, and Alex is like, yeah, and then just fucking kicks him in the face like, are you fucking stupid? What, you think I'm still cool with you? Really? It makes Shane kind of look like a goober still. So maybe he doesn't, maybe Alex doesn't come out to congratulate him. He just comes up from behind. So Alex from behind claymores him. That's how you do it. Because I don't want to make Shane look like that big of a goober. Because I think that's kind of how that's going to work. If I do it that way. Jesus, 23 segments. All right, 225 minutes have been full. The entire 225 minutes. I feel like a kickoff match. I feel like a kickoff match is in the works. We could do Tama Tonga, just wrestling on the pre-show. This is the continuation of Give No Shits. The continuation of Give No Fucks Tama Tonga. Should keep going. This is Give No Fucks about the title that he has, Tama Tonga. And he's just going to defend against, I have no idea. Who should he defend against? Lower tier guy. Let's see. Dalton Castle. Juice. Actually, the newly, yeah, I was just as soon as you said that, I'm like, the newly muscular Juice. Hawkeye Pro Television. So that way no one can get on his case that he never defends the belt. He's just going to casually defend the belt on the pre-show against and Juice wins. Show wouldn't be too, oh man, I'm trying to think. I feel like it'd be kind of fun to see how Juice fares, just because Juice does really well, and especially now that he just got like his new muscular frame, we can maybe see if we can work with that. Tama just underestimating Juice, like, because I don't think Juice has appeared since he had his muscular frame. So what's happening is that he just sees Juice from whenever, and then Juice comes out fucking jacked. Now he's got his new build. I mean, I know it doesn't happen overnight, but Tama doesn't pay attention to that shit. So Juice comes out, he's jacked. We need to bury progress. You know what's really funny is in this game, when I started doing this in TEW 2016, Progress went bankrupt. I can go buy all the Progress titles right now and just run my own Progress brand because Progress died. It legit died in this game. So, yeah, once again, Tama underestimating an opponent. This time it's a little bit more believable because it's Juice. In fact, I'm going to give this to Helmsley to make this work. Yeah, Tama Tonga getting the win. But we're going to make it open. And we're going to make it all out. And we're going to make it tainted. He's going to have to do some fuckery to get the win. And that'll be that. He'll even cut a promo beforehand. How about that? So Tama cuts a promo beforehand. Tama out to casually defend the TV title so people can't say he doesn't defend it. That is legit his purpose for being here. Hey, I just decided to show up today and defend the TV title. So don't say I don't defend it, because I'm here. Man, I could use Beretta, Cody Hall, Ospreay, Hero. We can have La Sombra face somebody. I like to give La Sombra a good match. What if I did La Sombra Ospreay? We'll just see what they have. I kind of want to see how well that would work, too. That feels like one of those matches you just put together and it feels like it would just secretly work out like $1 million. Not to mention Will Ospreay could probably use something better than what he had to endure with Joe this week. And it gives me a good reason to potentially give La Sombra a win. Because, I don't know. Will he accept it? I guess we'll find out. So, La Sombra versus Will Ospreay. We'll just have him go like 12 minutes. I don't need anything big. Let's give this to, you know what? I'm gonna really spread this out. We're gonna give this to Christian. It's a pre-show. I don't give a shit. I mean, I kind of give a shit, but I'll just give it to them, see what they got. There you go. That's all I want. Give La Sombra a win. Let them. Damn you. All right. Hey. All right. So you're kept strong. How about that? There you go. There you go. Yeah, I think that'll be it. Just a couple quick matches. Doesn't have to be anything big. All right, one more match. I had an idea because we haven't really used them in matches. Whoops. Other way around. There we go. Roppongi 3K and Los Ingobernables. We'll use all the members of Los Ingobernables for this. And we'll also give them like 13 minutes to do something. Yeah, we'll give Hiromu the win because I think even if I just like let it do its own thing, it would do that. So we'll just give Hiromu the win. Open match, decisive win. There you go. Very, very, very simple. There we go. Nothing big. They also have NXT Japan now. If they actually had NXT Japan, that'd be fucked. I'd hate to see how they actually make that work. I think we're good. Cool. Let's go. All right, time to run the show. Los Ingobernables versus Roppongi 3K. Just a one-off match. Hiromu got a 91. Hiromu got a 91 on a pre-show. Jesus. So Los Ingobernables, Roppongi 3K. Just a competitive match between them, as they have the night off from having to do the Time Splitters Championship Series and use it to face one another. Los getting the win. Hiromu pins Yo after a fisherman suplex. Sure. Solid match. Hiromu carried that shit for everyone. So everyone thank Hiromu. Everyone in this match just thank Hiromu for carrying them to an 80. Then we get La Sombra versus Will Ospreay. Now we get the leader of Los Ingobernables. Decent enough little match between them. I'd say if they had someone to help carry them, they could definitely pull off 80s pretty easily. But yeah, nice little match between the both. 74. La Sombra getting the win. Split-legged corkscrew senton. He's just pulling out split-legged corkscrew sentons on pre-shows. Sure. Tama Tonga showed up, and he decided he's going to defend the TV title on pay-per-view. Psych, it's just right now. Technically, quote-unquote pay-per-view. I bet you this would be like an internet-only pre-show. Just something on YouTube where he's like, hey, guess what? I just showed up, and I don't like when you guys say I don't defend the title, so I'm just going to come out here and defend the title. And I picked this schmuck from day one. Turns out this schmuck is a bit more jacked than he planned on. Did I not change her? I guess I didn't change Hiromu's finish. I'll have to do that. I don't know. Fisherman's not too bad. Not a lot of people do a fisherman these days. Like the people who usually did it, like don't really do that anymore. But yeah, Tama Tonga, Juice Robinson. Juice puts up a pretty good fight, but eventually does not get the win. And Tama Tonga getting the win in a harder fought victory than he intended to against Juice Robinson. And we move on to the start of the show. In front of a sold-out Cajun Dome, it's the Evil League of Evil. Starting off, ladders are all around the ring and ringside. And he has the gauntlet. He hands it to the ref, and he has a mic. And he expresses the dangers of the gauntlet. You know, tells the fact that the fact that they had used it and how it's been used, and the fact that it has ruined people and taken them out for good. As we've seen by Ghostface killings and as we've seen by Evie. And so the gauntlet hanging high above the ring as they plan on getting that back. So then we get a decent enough match for lower tier people. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, that's right. Dastardly Mary. This is why I did the the stunt bumps and opening up the show with this. Because why not? Kyrie saying elbow. Oh wow. That hang time. Very nice. Decent enough little match. The ladder match working there. And Lufisto retrieving the gauntlet. And now the gauntlet is in possession of the Justice Legion. 4 hours. The gauntlet is in possession of the Justice Legion as there is much rejoicing as they now have one of the biggest weapons used against them and against everybody else in the possession of the perceived good guys. And this is not good news for Evil League of Evil, who decide, okay, you have it, but we're going to take it back right now. And they looked back to try to take back the gauntlet and steal it anyway. Burning hammer on the ladder. Oh my god. And so they start beating down the other three, and they're overrun. And who comes in? The lights go off, and there's a murmur in the air, and the lights come back on, and it is the reveal of the Blue Dot and his actual form, as he himself was also a superhero, Captain Charisma. And Captain Charisma has arrived to fend off the Evil League of Evil. They all look like they've seen a ghost. You can't really see Helmsley's face, but everyone else seems like they can't believe that Captain Charisma is here, selling the idea that perhaps Captain Charisma is an extremely noteworthy superhero. I like the idea that that's the big reveal. Just Christian in a mask. I can't wait. But there you go. Captain Charisma has revealed himself. He is no longer the Blue Dot. He is officially who he's always been and who he originally was. I have bad feelings about when I see things pop up. This needs to be a movie. Pete Dunne storms out. He's still not over what Katsuyori Shibata did to him about a week and a half ago. Cost him his opportunity at the title. What he felt like was his only opportunity at the title, despite the fact that he holds that opportunity trophy for like the next 10 months. I'm sure something will come up in the next 10 months. He feels like his best opportunity to be champion right then and there was Shibata taking it away from him. So he calls him out. Shibata has a look on his face like, did you really just want to sign your own death warrant? I popped it up earlier when I was booking the match, the face I had. I reckoned it to The Undertaker when he looked at Maven after he got eliminated from the Royal Rumble in 2002. Just that look of, I'm pissed off and you're about to die for what you just did. And so Shibata comes out and he's like, all right, you want to fight, you got to fight. And fight they did. I feel like if it didn't go 13 minutes, they would have probably had like a 95. If not more. The 73 is literally because of the cap on the length. I think if I had given them like 25 minutes to run with, but that's not the point of this impromptu match. If they had 25 minutes to run with, I bet you we could have seen at least a 95, if not more. That's extremely good for what we did. But either way, Prince Devitt had come out when Shibata looks like he was about to win. Prince Devitt comes out to sort of mock him. So he's sitting there on the stage. Once again, kind of maybe he has Bob Sapp out there and he's just kind of like sparring a little bit, doing the punching into the pads type thing. And Shibata gets distracted, gets rolled up by Pete Dunne, handful of tights, gets the win. Shibata is extremely pissed off about this, and Devitt sort of pointing and laughing at him and mocking him while he's got his gloves on. And once again, he's been calling out Shibata for his potential skill level, and he is like, "All right, yeah, what do you got now?" So Dunn celebrates, and he turns into Shibata, who just headbutts him, and that just like knocks Pete Dunne out. Dunn is pretty much done at that point, as he just hits the floor after Shibata just headbutting him. So Shibata none too happy about that, and makes Pete Dunne suffer for it with just one headbutt. We get to Dash Chisako versus Miyu Yamashita. Dash carries Miyu to a 78. Look at that fucking 90. Oh, that is sexy. Great wrestling, decent reaction. Dash Chisako getting a win over Miyu in her first pay-per-view singles match. Getting her by submission in about 20 and a half minutes there. Solid match between the two. I'd still say Miyu did a good job, and once she really builds up both her ring ability and her popularity, it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be really good. So I'll give it what it's been like there. And so Dash getting the win and a little bit of one-upsmanship against the Heyman Hit Squad as she gets a bit of revenge. It was short-lived as the Heyman Hit Squad eventually hit the ring because of this. And Kairi immediately starts hitting the ring to chase them off before they could do too much damage to Dash. But they're both still pissed off. They weren't able to unmask anyone else, as both members of Heyman Hit Squad, who are masked along with Miyu, started walking up the ramp. Dash grabs a mic with Kairi and basically called them out and challenged them to a match. They want their masks. That is what they want. Dash and Kairi want the masks of the Heyman Hit Squad, and they're willing to do what it takes. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get them and expose them. And we move on here. Tommaso Ciampa and Violent J, attorney at law. I need to make a Hawkeye Pro thing for Violent J, I think now. Maybe I'll just use that same exact thing right there and then just put the Hawkeye Pro one behind it. I've been meaning to potentially change the background too. I don't know, just change up all of them a little bit, make them all like nice and updated and everything else. But either way, Tommaso Ciampa and Violent J, Attorney at Law, coming out for this tag team match. Of course, they are overseeing it as a part of the potential settlement between the Time Splitters and Sami Sabay and Father Kingston. Jesus! So, in an exceptional match, the Time Splitters defeating Sami Sabay and Father Kingston. Successful defense of the tag team titles. Shelley by a Border City stretch gets them by submission. That is their third official. God, why am I getting linked so many goddamn Twitter things? But yeah, 92 just for a one-off tag team title match. Jesus, Sami Sabay got an 87, by the way, which means this dude's capable of some serious shit. And it could have been better if I didn't make it go 16 minutes because it got capped for the match length, which means that 92 is not what it could have been. 92 is less than what it could have been. And so, yeah, Time Splitters defend the titles. And they celebrate while Violent J laughs at Tommaso Ciampa openly. Not the most professional Violent J, but I figured if we don't have to be that realistic if we have an attorney with clown paint on his face, just why not? All right, so we get the big Tetsuya Naito appearance with Kenny Omega. And this leads to a bit of a confrontation. Omega has been waiting for this confrontation with Naito. Naito's here. He hasn't been here since Anniversary, I believe. Maybe he did show up at Damnation. I can't remember now. Did he show up at Damnation? Can't remember. He probably did, and I just don't remember now. Either way, this confrontation, he has the Young Bucks with him. And because of that, the rest of Los Ingobernables is out. And so it's a bit of a standoff as Kenny Omega challenges Tetsuya Naito to a match. And he wants it now. However, Naito isn't really cleared to compete because of the injury that he has suffered. So the match will be made. He says if he wants the match, he will have the match at Final Fight. So the match will be made here. The first official match of Final Fight created here. Oh my God, my brain. I had a real brain fart right there. So I'm looking to stack this card, man. And this is the first brick in this stacked card. Kenny Omega versus Tetsuya Naito, 1-on-1 at Final Fight. The year-ending event already with his first match. And with that out of the way, Tetsuya Naito starts heading out of the ring. As soon as he heads out of the ring, the Elite attack the other three members of Los Ingobernables, and a brawl breaks out between them, in which Naito is sort of nonchalant about, as he's just sort of relaxing on the barriers as referees and security swarm the ring to handle this. Did I not give him what was his gimmick change? Oh yeah, arrogant. You know what? Perfect. It was given an average. It'll be fine. He didn't have a gimmick, so yeah. I forgot to give Naito a gimmick before he showed up, so I needed to give him a gimmick, so he has an arrogant gimmick, which is probably about as close as you can get. Arrogance a good point for Naito. So then we get to Naruki Doi versus Alex Reynolds, which is, it's a good match. Both their performances felt somewhat underwhelming, but you take what you can get. I'd say an 88 is still extremely good, so I'll take that. And it was kind of a very basic match. There were no real shenanigans except for the ending where Naruki Doi does a little bit of cheating. I would say he doesn't do the handful of tights. I probably would have gone for like a low blow followed by whatever his finishing move was. I felt like I probably could have done that, but I wanted to make sure it was somewhat tainted. So it was like, okay, do like the AJ Styles Dean Ambrose finish from like WWE, like when Styles won the WWE title. You know, ref distracted, low blow, finishing move, 1, 2, 3. That's what I would have. I think that's how I'm canonizing this. There we go. For the Doi Christmas special, can we have Sonata coming as Santana? I don't know what I'm going to do exactly with like the little... I have angles, and I know Doi and Tozawa are going to be doing angles. But I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'll have a bunch of stupid little things, I think. So Naruki Doi celebrates the fact that he kind of got one over. Reynolds is none too happy about this and ends up Claymore kicking Naruki Doi in the face. And Brother Ray comes out nonchalantly as they just each grab an arm of Naruki Doi and drag Naruki Doi from the ring, up the ramp, and to the backstage area, presumably to Brother Ray's office. And we move to the back where Leva Corp is talking strategy about the upcoming match between Kana and Leva Bates. And Brother Ray doesn't like the fact that Athena and Courtney Rush seem already so close to the ring. And he knows how Leva Corp operates. So without saying too much, he basically grabs Athena and Ray and Alex Reynolds both each grab him maybe by the back of their collar of maybe their outfits. Just something to just grab them and just be like, "Yep, you're coming with me." They do a bit of protesting along with Leva Bates, but nonetheless, they're headed to Brother Ray's office to be watched after so they don't interfere. And so Leva Bates is by herself for a phenomenal match between Kana and herself. Shit. It's going to be one of these. It's going to be one of these days, isn't it? Me too. Oh my god. This is going to be one of those nights, isn't it? It's feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling pretty good about things. Jesus. So an exceptional match. Kana defeats Leva Bates. Remember when I said the previous main event was like top 5? I think that just took its place and knocked it out of the top 5. So Kana, after a pretty straight match, ends up beating Leva Bates, locks her into a Kana lock, and forces her to tap out. And that means we have a second. You know what? We'll do it on this next one here. Balls. I figured it was going to be a little bit better, but that's fine. Io Shirai coming out. Oh, I spelled Io Shirai wrong. Jesus. But Io Shirai coming out. She, still has her mask and get up on. I don't have a picture of that. Well, I kind of have a picture of that. I just don't have that in there. So she still seems a little more unstable than she's been. But she still seems she's got enough of her wits about her to bring out the title. Raise up the title in a stare down with Kana to have our second official match, a final fight booked for next month. Like I said, it's a big year end. It's a big year end deal. So we'll put Kana there. Io Shirai there is the champion. Io Shirai versus Kana 2 for the Hawkeye Pro Women's Championship. Already feeling stacked. And we still haven't even announced a heavyweight title match. We haven't announced a tag title match. There's a lot of, dude, I'm legit so fucking excited because I feel like I've stacked the pay-per-view up with some insane matches. I feel like I'm going to really, I know I know the term blow my load is not, but I feel like that's kind of what it, I'm just taking every great thing that I want and just being like, all right, boom, all right here. We're not going to trickle it out. We're just going to explode it. Wow. Even that did amazing. Joe comes out and he has an issue too. He mentions he has an issue with Prince Devitt and, he sees that Prince Devitt has a lot of he has a lot of machismo and a lot of confidence when he's with Bob Sapp, but he saw the look that he gave him, and he calls out Devitt on his faux MMA as well, and he knows that he has a fight against Davey Richards, and Devitt talking about the camp that he's been going to prepare himself for the Davey Richards deal, and while he's talking about it, a referee has made his way down to the ring, and for some reason has shooed away Bob Sapp, and Devitt's kind of confused about this. The next thing you know, a cage is lowered, and a cage is lowered around Devitt with Sapp on the outside, and it's Devitt and Joe in the ring with one another, and we're about to get a match. Decent enough for a 10-minute just beat down between them. I'll take it. And so Samoa Joe carries Devitt to a half-decent match. Superb wrestling, great heat. Prince Devitt gets the win. Joe beats the snot out of Devitt for a while, and looks like he's about to finish him. However, Bob Sapp has pulled a Mark Henry and ripped the cage door off. Or maybe maybe not rip the cage door off. Maybe he takes like the chain and breaks it off, so that we don't break the door. So he breaks the chain off to get into the cage, and has the stare down with Samoa Joe. So now we have Sapp and Joe staring one another down, and this ends up in a brawl between them. Can't be stopped. We're in the middle of a match. Can't be disqualified. It's a cage match. Anything goes. So we get Bob Sapp and Samoa Joe fighting one another. Sapp gets the better end of him and knocks him down. And it seems like perhaps Joe might be out. Maybe just a 1-2 punch from Bob Sapp knocks Samoa Joe out. And Sapp just grabs Devitt by the back of his tights to pull to just kind of drop Devitt's lifeless body on Joe, and the referee counts the 3, and this steel cage match is done with Prince Devitt getting the win over Joe. And Bob Sapp raises Devitt's arm in victory. Devitt still once again undefeated in his MMA hybrid rules matches. This is part of the hybrid rules, the pinfall count. And, Devitt is pretty much a corpse at this point. So, he's just still completely dead. And Bob Sapp, after raising his arm, decides, all right, we're going to the back. The cage raises up. Bob Sapp slings Prince Devitt over his shoulder like a caveman, and walks Prince Devitt to the back as Joe is recovering. Shane Hollister cutting a promo backstage. He's backstage preparing for his title match. It's main event time. Discusses the things that he's dealt with in the last few weeks with Kira Tozawa and Naruki Doi. And will consider this title match catharsis if he can overcome Akira Tozawa for the underhanded tactics that him and Doi have placed on him. And casually mentions that, he doesn't trust Alex Reynolds because he's been dealing with some of that stuff too. But good to see that Alex Reynolds has helped take care of Naruki Doi, so he doesn't have to worry about him. He can just focus on Tozawa in his title defense. Very nice, I'd say. I feel like it probably could have gone a little bit differently. Maybe could have gone a little bit better, but I'll take it. I will take it. 92 is extremely good. Not all of them are going to be like 99s, so I'll take what we got there. Shane Hollister in a decently long match, 23-45, ends up getting an Iowa leg lock on Akira Tozawa and forces Tozawa to tap out. That is the second official defense of Shane Hollister in his heavyweight title run thus far. His first title defense on pay-per-view, and Shane Hollister walking away still the champion. Celebrates the win with the belt, gets up on the turnbuckle, raises up the belt, From seemingly nowhere, Alex Reynolds is in the ring. Shane comes down from the turnbuckle, turns around, eats a Claymore kick. The same Claymore kick that took Doi out. And Reynolds stands over him, grabs the now dropped heavyweight title, and raises the belt over his head. And that is how the show ends, with Alex Reynolds standing over a fallen Shane Hollister to showcase his intentions of perhaps a rematch. 93. I'm gonna give it to maybe not EO. I'm gonna give it to Dash for her carrying of Miyu. I'm gonna give her a hug. Why not? I don't know the difference between telling them, like, praising them for a great performance and giving them a hug. You know, just praise them for a great performance. I feel like it's like, oh, okay, they did great. I want to hug them, and then, like, oh, they're awesome. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Let's Kana and Leva Bates as well, because they pulled out match of the night. I believe, yeah, they pretty much pulled out match of the night. So I'm trying to see here. Time Splitters, that was a 92, but yeah, Kana and Leva Bates pulled off the 95. So I'm just gonna tell them that they're awesome. There we go. Seem pleased, seem pleased, seem pleased. Just skip over Sunday. Hopefully there's nothing on Sunday and I can just kind of blast through it, get through the end of the month crap, and deal with the rest of that stuff later. I can start pulling away all this Revolution stuff. What do we got? Buy rate of 0.21. Kushida has an opinion. Lasombra's turning into a good worker. The kid's worth getting behind. You know what would have been funnier is if it was Tetsuya Naito telling me that Lasombra was worth something. Like, hey, you know that Lasombra guy? Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like to think he's turned around careers before. So there you go. An extra 10,000 buys, and we've hit our first, I think it's our first 100,000 buy pay-per-view. So we have made it. Or we are making it. Oh, only slightly worse than the last one. So I'd say we've been knocking them out of the park with these pay-per-views, man. I'll deal with some morale issues later. We made some money on pay-per-views and ticket sales. It's been crazy. Look at all the ticket sales, man. We bumped up an extra like 500,000. It's been insane. So yeah, we'll was there anything? Taka Michinoku to re-sign. Is he loyal to anybody? Oh, Taka's not that good anymore. He's probably going way down right now, and yeah. Taka's one of those guys that if Noah doesn't re-sign him, well, actually I could technically get him written, but yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that. It'd be nice to get Taka, but nah. Oh shit, I could have gotten Matt Cross and I didn't even think about it. Well, okay, he's still technically paper appearance, so I mean that's a maybe. That's a maybe. New Japan booking plans. Jay Lethal and Mascara Dorada versus Heat and Togi Makabe. Okay. Cool. I don't need Taka. Taka's unnecessary. He's not that great. Taka's a legend. There's a lot of legends in here. Some of them are worth a damn. Oh, I'm so tired. It is 8:15. I can feel my eyes not wanting to do shit. Oh, I didn't even mention the fact that I had bought Planet Coaster a few days ago and have started playing that. It's so fun. I kind of hate the fact that I waited so long to buy Planet Coaster, but I got a nice sale on it, so It's helpful. Hey, Mercedes Martinez is back. I should give her spot in the women's division again. There we go. Hey, there you go. What's up? We'll hit that. Hey, are we up to 42 yet? Or 41? No. Dude, we got to be so close. We got to be so close. Quebec, Alberta, Scandinavia, one of these three have to tick over to well, two of them have to tick over to 41. And we can sign with YouTube. Planet Coaster. I don't know about Planet Coaster Stream. I think Planet Coaster tends to take up quite a few resources by itself, let alone with streaming software. I'd have to look at it. Oh boy, I think people are losing money. Let me look at some stuff here. Kaz Hayashi's coming back. House of Hardcore's done with their tour. It's the wrong Yamato who's signed with Dragon Gate again. I'm not surprised. WXW has a broadcasting deal, maybe. Viper just hasn't showed up on Stardom in a while. AIW looks like maybe they're burning money. Something tells me AIW is losing some money. The way that they have a lot of people just gone. Noah's trying to sign. Yeah, that's fine. Jesus, so many people. Is there even let me look at AIW. Is there a reason for me to even consider trying to help you guys out? No, I don't really need it. I could try to close you though. Oh, okay. So you're in the process of trying to stop the bleeding. You're not in that bad a position yet. Damn, I had 9 million. I gave so much to taxes because I had so much left over, but I still made 684,000. That's pretty good. I say that is pretty all right. Well, there you go. I am good. I am done. I appreciate you guys being here. It is late. I think my roommate is going to be, well, he might be waking up soon. I don't know. This is the time he usually wakes up, but he doesn't have to work today, so it might be later. Either way, I am beat. I am going to go to sleep. So I thank you guys for coming out. Once again, I appreciate it. It's been 4.5 hours. And you know, I made it work in under 2 hours with this pay-per-view. And I feel really good about that pay-per-view. And I feel really, really good about the next few weeks. I guess I could put it up there, but I'm not going to. I'll do it on the next one. Of course, Final Fight. That is our next big event. That is a quarterly event, above average. That is Final Fight. Honestly, is kind of like our SummerSlam, I think, because it's not really Blackout. Blackout's pretty big too, but Final Fight's like our SummerSlam after Mania. So, and then like Grand Prix Finals, kind of like our Royal Rumble. So, I'm excited to see how Final Fight's gonna be, because like I said, I don't think there's gonna be a ton of matches. It's just going to be really, really stacked. And then, of course, in 2 weeks, before we even get there, we have the Hawkeye Pro Infamous 46, the Doi Darts Holiday Special. I'm going to put 47 right there, so that way when I do go back to the numbering, it works. Oh, it's just going to not save it. All right. So, yeah, Doi Darts Holiday Special. We've already got some matches set up for that. And we'll be setting up for more matches by complete random chance. It'll be very interesting to see how well that turns out. So thank you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. And I will see you guys next time.